Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome to Football Manager 2022. It is the first time I've loaded up the game. I've made my chap here. He is looking very shocked, as you can see. But I'm going to talk you and walk you through into the save that we've got for beta. As you know, it's Southampton. But before I do that, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more Football Manager 2022 content. And because there's lots to come. And throughout the beta, we'll be taking a look. We'll be walking through a couple of the new things, as well as obviously in the main game. But let's jump straight into things then. We'll start a new game. So we've got a bunch here. We've got Fantasy Draft, Online, Career, Creator Club, Career, and Versus, which looks like it's coming 2022. Interesting. But we've got a career. We've got Southampton. Obviously, haven't implemented any of the kind of pictures or anything like that at the moment. So it's complete base game. Don't really want to mess with it just yet. But I'll quickly set up the leagues that we'll have active, which I think we'll just kind of go with the basics, probably. It is looking a bit different. Maybe it's just because it's a new game and I'm excited. So that might be it. But what I'll do is we'll take off Wales because we're not going to be here for long. So we'll chuck in Portugal. Latvia. That must be a new one, right? I'm not going mad. I think Latvia's a new country that they haven't had before. We'll whack in Germany, of course, Holland as well, because they're always good fun to have in there, and Scotland, why not? We'll throw in Belgium as well. I'm sure that'll be fine, but we'll leave it pretty much as it is. Small database. We'll do not add key stuff. That's absolutely fine. We want the transfer window because we want to see the new bits and bobs. So let's start the game and jump straight into it. I'm so excited. Oh, one thing. Look at the border. What do you think? If you don't like it, let me know in the comments and I'll get rid of it. But I did it, and so I thought, oh, that's quite cool. Bit of interesting, bit of sprucing up in the in the new series. So a new Football Manager. But if you do find it a bit distracting, let me know and I'll just get rid of it and put a little normal border around me. But let me know. Again, I paused. So you haven't seen anything that I've just done. Luckily, there's not much that I've just done. I have read almost the whole entire story of Southampton, though, which is a little annoying. But now you're back with me. This is kind of what we've gone through. We've just gone through the inbox. It's all similar to last time. You got the transfer window, which is a bit different to previously. Biggest spenders, Arsenal. Most players in, Swansea. Most players out. So things that we've seen before. Lukaku and Jack Grealish coming in, as we know. I have declined to meet the press. So this is the tactic that we were going for this season. I'm thinking tiki-taka. Because apparently you can't use Gegenpress won't be as good. So I'm going to go start with tiki-taka and hopefully not completely run my boys into the ground. But there you go. We've got the team here. Interesting to see. Let's take a look at Ward-Prowse, for example. Looking fire as usual. 20 corners, 18 crossing, 20 free kick taking, work rate, teamwork, natural fitness. So he's going to be around for friggin' ages. Valued at 32 million, 100k a week. I mean, an absolute baller, which we love to see. Let's take a look at also Tino, because Tino's one of the players that is coming through and is being seen as a big prospect. 10k a week isn't bad, and valued at a whopping 35 million minimum. That's not too shabby, and he looks decent. I have to say, that's quite impressive that they've given him such a good rating. Maybe it's the start to the season. Mohamed Salah, who's another player who's been deemed as very good, and whoa, those valuations are ridiculous. Is there any players with lower valuations? Or Romeo's valued at 24 million? Jeez. Let's take a look at the development centre. See what we've got in here. Obviously, a bunch of the boys that are in the squad. We've got Dinel Simu, who's one of those players that came from Chelsea in the summer, along with Livramento, as well as Borja on loan. Someone who's in the development squad, looks okay. Someone that can certainly be worked on. Otherwise, Who else have we got in here? Anyone of much Leon Pambu. He was very good last year. He develops quite well. 6'5" centre half. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. I think that's one of the interesting things. Kind of looking through the smaller players that don't have quite the reputation. Because it's not always so obvious. Here we go. Thierry Small is another one. Whoa, he's valued at £20 million. I mean, he looks very good, but that is a lot of money for a 16-year-old left back. So at least we know how much he's worth, that's for sure. And Kamari Doyle is another guy that is meant to be quite a hot prospect in the Saints Academy. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops. But there you go. Let's take a look at the schedules. We've got the schedule here. We've got Tottenham in the first game of the season, but we'll be playing the Southampton second 11 in today's episode, of course. But let's take a look at the data hub. So this is one of the new things, which we'll obviously have a look at maybe a bit better in a few episodes' time when we've had a bit of data to look at. But this looks like something pretty good. After 3 league matches, you'll be able to get some data. So probably in the third episode, we'll take a look at things. Staff looks similar to normal. It's good how generally things are kept quite similar. But 5 million to spend on transfers, not overly. Oh no, I don't need to be taught. Go away. Oh, interesting. This is a bit more information on here. Charlie Musonda looks like he could be a decent player if we wanted him. Player search. So okay, interesting. You've got the likes of Daniel Alves in there. You know, that might be someone I'll be looking at. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll jump ahead to the first game. We'll take a look at how the game runs, what it looks like in there. Oh yeah, of course. Man United aren't Man United. They're Manchester UFC. So they are in the Ultimate Fighting Championships. That's what we found. But there you go. So I'll jump ahead. I'll get through a few things. If anything comes up, obviously I'll show you. But we'll jump into the first game of pre-season. So we've got our first staff meeting here. So I thought I'll show you kind of what's going on. So we've got a report by Matt Crocker, who's our director of football, who's saying that Ryan Finnegan may be considering asking for an improved contract in the near future. And he thinks Keggs Chalk might be considering asking for an improved contract. Okay. Okay, so agree to all suggested actions and move on to the next agenda. Oh, right, okay, so you can agree to it, and I guess maybe they do it, or remind me in a future meeting. Okay, and then skip to development. Move to next advice category without accepting any further advice for this category. Okay, that's interesting. So you've got recruitment and development there. Okay, so yeah, schedule after meeting. That sounds good. Transfer policy. I think we should be looking towards youth. Yep. Okay, that's a thing. I'd recommend Kamari a professional contract. Yep, we'll do that. Sure. I'm of the increasing opinion that Musa Gineppo is the potential to become a quality player for the club, perhaps reaching the ability of Moy Elianusi. Cool. Okay, so that's them just saying kind of what their thoughts are. And then this is recruitment. Player considering asking for improved contracts. Yep. Players to offer professional contracts. Yep. Development, one topic. Okay. There's obviously nothing there, I guess. Cool. That was our first team meeting. Well done, everyone. You've done very well. I'm very proud of you all. There you go. So staff meeting. Players considering asking for improved contract. Yeah, we saw those. So we'll offer him a contract. Kamari Doyle, future prospect. I thought for a second there, because so obviously it's changed slightly in positions because contract length was at the top and I absolutely shit myself because I thought we were going to offer him 18 grand a week. We're not. It's only 3.5. Let's reduce that down to 3k and see if he's interested. He is. Great. We'll whack that in. No problems. Ryan Finnegan. Again, we'll do similar. I think we can loan him out. That's not a problem. Again, I'm going to keep doing that. 32 grand a week I thought we were going to offer him. But we'll go down to 3k. He wants 3.5. Let's not do that. If you play 20 games for us, you can have 9k. That's fine. I'm not sure you actually will. Keggs Chalk as well. Again, loan. No problem at all. And we'll pop that in there. So that's very cool. I guess it's also when it comes to later on in the season, when you're coming up to January, you might forget to give contracts to players when you're coming up to the window where they can basically move on for free, which obviously isn't ideal. So interesting. Obviously, still got the code of conduct. Great. That'll be useful for me anyway, because I'll forget and all that stuff. But we see here, we've got Matthew Hull, Kane Ramsey, Will Ferry, Jake Vokins, Dan and Lundaloo out on loan. Port Vale wants Simeon. A few teams want Simeon on loan. Shall we loan him out? I guess we could, as long as he's a regular starter. Let's go to Port Vale. Yeah, accept and give ultimatum, which is a great thing that they had in the last one. Introduce yourself. Let's go. Come on, boys. I don't want to make any promises. That's ridiculous to start with. I think we're good enough to avoid getting into the relegation battle. Yeah. Make a good account of ourselves. Find a code of conduct. Excellent. Perfect. Smash that, to be fair. We've done pretty well there. I quite like the colours. It feels new. That's one thing that I like anyway. I'm weird like that. Sutton, have they matched it? No, they haven't, but we'll come to that in a bit. Valerie is now a British citizen. Great. That'll be one thing that'll be interesting, is how it's going to work with getting permits and stuff for players from abroad. So that'll be an interesting thing, especially, well, in the UK anyway. So we'll start with first team versus under 23s. Let's just do that. We'll go Kyle Walker, cool, and then you've got the under 23 team there as well, and we'll manage the first 11 only. Let's play. Let's get stuck in. First game. Okay, look. Oh, they've got cones and everything. Oh, this is so cool. I saw that Miles had mentioned that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so I guess we can now click on match preview. Okay, cool. Still got the match preview with all the team sheet and everything. Nice, nice. This is the obviously usual meeting room. Oh, that was one thing I didn't look at is the background. Apparently the background changes from the beginning of the game to the end. And there's a whistle. Oh my God. I've made the rookie mistake. Oh God, there's sound. Off the sound. No one likes sound on Football Manager. Jeez. Let's go key highlights. TV. Camera height. Camera zoom. Perfect. Right, let's go. Yeah, got it on key highlights. Excellent. Simeon's driving forward. Lovely. So, yeah, some of it, there's been quite a lot of talk about how they're players on the ball and how that works, because the dribbling's meant to be better, all that sort of thing. Christ, I haven't seen this sort of layout in a long, long time. I don't quite remember how how this works. If we do that, we'll look at our formation and how we're going to play. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter too much. We've got the match stats over there, so we could have... We'll leave it like that, I guess, because, yeah, I don't need the visualizer twice on there. What am I on about? Okay, so it looks like a free kick. This has got to be Prowsey, right? I didn't set whose that is. I'll get into that in the friendlies. But a free kick, oh, it's a beautiful goal. If James Ward-Prowse can do that throughout every single free kick, that'd be great. If he starts like that, perfect, because that will keep us up. There you go, 1-0 in the first start of the pre-season. Great start to the season for sure. Looking good so far. I haven't seen much when it comes to the players and kind of how they're moving and stuff, but that's fine. That's not a problem. We'll chuck Alex McCarthy on. Tino, come on for right back. Elianusi, come on there. Adam Armstrong, we'll chuck you up top, sure. Jack Stevens on for Lianco. Theo, go right wing, sure. McQueen can come on there, and Shane Long can stay on the bench along with Amado Borja, sure. I don't know, doesn't matter. It's not really a game that I'm really going to be concentrating on because I'm just looking at the graphics. I want to see all the bits and bits of how it's working. Yeah, I mean, looks all right. Looks not bad. Because it felt like there was what a strike from James Ward-Prowse. Holy moly. Maybe this is just, I mean, granted, we're playing our under 23, so we should absolutely batter them. And the fact that our 2 goals have come from James Ward-Prowse from the edge of the box probably doesn't show massively how exciting that is. But yeah, last Football Manager, obviously there was a lot of changes to the engine, so we saw a massive change, and it was so nice. I think little tweaks this time just to make it a bit more realistic. Now, it is looking better, I think. Certainly with like touches and stuff, it does look a lot smoother, because there's obviously, it used to be very janky with some of the touches and the turns, especially. I found a ball through to Walcott, saved by Wright. It was a good save in the end. Walcott maybe should have finished, but lovely pass by Elyounoussi. So good football there. Ward-Prowse though, taking the corner, put it on someone's head, son, because you know you can. Ball in, Romeu. Oh, it's headed over. But it'll be interesting to see what exploit there is for this FIFA. FIFA? Oh, God. Not FIFA. Don't say FIFA. That is blasphemy. This Football Manager, because obviously we had the long throw-ins for a little bit in the last one, and then it was like short corners or something, and yeah, there was loads of stuff, but they managed to patch certain things out to make it a bit more of a level playing field, which I'm sure will happen with this one. It always does. They always need to make little changes here and there just to make things working. But great challenge by Ward-Prowse. No, it looks like it might be a penalty. Yeah, I thought it was a harsh decision. Doesn't matter. It's only a friendly with the under-23s. He's scored 2 goals and conceded a penalty. But Jan Valerie's taking it. Can he put it away? He does. Smashes it top corner. Lovely stuff. Maybe putting his foot down to become our number 1 right back. Don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. But there you go. 10 minutes to go. We're nearly at the end of the game now. Nice and easy ride to the end of the game. We've not mixed things up. I'll have to have a look through the squads and everything like that, and I'll talk you through kind of how things have gone in the next episode. But I just wanted to get this out there today. It's out. The beta is out, and we're all very excited. I'm so excited. I'm already loving it. It's going to be great. I'll test out and see if the logos and stuff are all right in the game, because I might pop them in. Just depends if... I don't want to mess it up early on. I want to hopefully it all to go okay. So we'll see. But a ball in to Diallo, and Walcott's header just hits the bar and goes over, which is a lovely little bit of play. Looking promising. If we can develop a tiki-taka style of football, I won't be complaining, that's for sure. But there you go. End of the game. A lovely little outcome. There you go. Same as kind of normal. There you can see in the background, we've got bananas. I mean, boys, tidy up the back. I mean, it's our own dressing room, you reckon here. It's disgusting. Don't leave it to the cleaners. It's like respect. You know what I mean? Give it some respect, boys. But there you go. I think we will leave it there for now. Like I say, I'll come back probably at the beginning of the season. We might have made some transfers. If it gets to that point, we'll get there. But I hope you did enjoy. Just a little look through the game as you found out stuff with me, you saw stuff with me, and we will throughout the whole of the beta. So if you want to see more, again, like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. Lets me know you want to see more. Make sure that you're going to get these videos in the inbox, which hopefully will be good fun. And I will see you next time. Bye.